Thanks for watching, guys, and welcome to the management desk. If you are new here, consider subscribing because on this channel I share with you relevant and practical financial information that will help change the narrative of your personal finances and your business. If you do not have your own property or house, there is a likelihood that you are renting. If you're a tenant like I am, let's go straight into today's video as I share with you the best way you can actually overcome the rent payment wahala in Ghana. As you're aware, in Ghana, you normally have to pay your rent in advance. Some take a year, some take 2 years. Guys, it's rather unfortunate that we have rent control, but I think the least said the better. So once we know our problem, let's see how best we can solve it. What I'm going to share with you is something that I have personally tried and a couple of friends of mine have also tried, and it works like magic. So make sure you watch the entire video as I share the details with you. I got to learn about this method I'm going to talk to you about through a friend, and he had a terrible experience, especially with his landlord. There was a time his rent was due and he was playing hide and seek. Like most of you have been doing, he will normally wake up very early in the morning when the landlord is sleeping and then come to the house very late when the landlord is asleep. So this thing continued for some time, and then I think the landlord realized it and decided to also change the locks to his room. So your man came trying to enter his room, he couldn't enter. He was just torn in between going for a carpenter to come and break, which would be illegal, or to settle matters amicably with the landlord. So he chose the latter part anyways. And personally, when I decided to also move from my parents' house to a new place because of work and other things, I had to break the bank, withdraw everything just to pay rent, and it wasn't a good feeling at all. And what actually pains is that sometimes you need to even do some patches in the place you're going to live before you can finally settle in. Yeah. So out of frustration, I learned a way to go about it. And the first thing you need to do is to make sure you add it to your plans. It should be part of your monthly budget. So if you take your salary, make sure you also take your rent out of it, just like you make provision for food, utilities, and other expenses. Because rent is always on the rise, you need to make sure that the amount you set aside will also account for inflation. Let's say if your current rent is $150 per month, you might want to do maybe $170, $180, whichever works for you is fine, superb, so that you can actually get enough when your next rent is due. Okay, so the next thing you need to do after you make provision for your rent is to make sure you open a separate account if you do not have one. And by this, I'm talking about a general investment account. And if you haven't watched my video on the 4 types of investment account everyone must have to be financially sound, I'll leave the link in the YouTube description below so that you can watch it right after this one. Yes, so you get an investment account separate from your regular account. The good thing about getting a separate account is that it helps you achieve your target amount because it is not so easily accessible like your regular account that you can go in every time and dip for other purposes. The second good thing about having that kind of investment account is that you're going to earn some sort of decent interest on your amount or your money as compared to leaving it in your normal account. So make sure you do that and thank me later. Now the last thing you need to do, which is also the most important thing, is to make a conscious effort to deposit that amount you plan for into that account. And to help you do this easily, you can instruct your bankers to do a direct deduction from your account into that investment account so that it doesn't take much effort of yours to make that kind of deposit, and for that matter, your target amount a reality. The good thing about what I've shared with you is that if you're able to do it religiously, you will be able to accumulate enough money that will put you in a position to even move to a better place if you so desire. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, share your views in the comment section, and make sure you also like and subscribe to the channel if you still haven't done that yet. And most importantly, make sure you also share with all your contacts because it will amaze you the kind of help it will be to your friend out there. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.